It was in San Jose. I mean, if you watch it back, it's like I wrestle the match. The second it's over, I just roll up in the fetal position on the floor and just wait for somebody to come and get me out of there. It was brutal. And I went straight to Birmingham, Alabama. This guy, Jim Andrews, Dr. Jim Andrews, who's done everybody in the sports from Michael Jordan to Roger Clemens on down, did my surgery. And, it was a career-ending injury. They basically told me nobody comes back from these, but I did. I stayed in Birmingham for the next 9 months. I never went home. I rehabbed from 9 in the morning till 6 at night, 7 days a week, and came back.
Damn, and no problems with it.
Right after I came back in January, and that year going into WrestleMania, my knee started to bother me. I went and got an X-ray done. We just happened to be going through Birmingham. Went and got an X-ray done. I'd fractured my kneecap. When they put your quad back on, they drill holes in your kneecap and they just run sutures through it, right? That's all that holds your muscle on. And my kneecap had cracked, and then I couldn't take time off because we were going into WrestleMania, so I just kept taping it up and wrestled like that. After WrestleMania, it was really bothering me. I went and got it checked again, and the corner of my kneecap just broke off and had floated over into the side and is lodged in a bunch of tendon. And, he just said, well, it'll hurt for a while until it heals up, but just we don't want to go in and cut it out because it's in the scar tissue that is now my tendon, So he said, we'll just leave it there unless it starts cutting through something. We'll just keep an eye on it, and I've been wrestling with it that way since. So
now it's fine.
Yeah, I don't. I just got this big lump on the side of my knee where
it's formed a pearl in there to try to
yeah,
round it off a little bit.
Eventually, I'll have it taken out and carve an ashtray out of it or something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Kneecap ashtray.
Yeah.
God damn, you guys, over the years, you've gotten so much more intense with the moves and everything.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with the injuries that you see, and why maybe a few years back a lot of the guys got out of the business all in one clip like that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I haven't seen it in a while, but you guys were starting to do some stuff that was just, I'd watch and go, now they've completely lost their mind. This is stuff that will kill you.
Yeah, we've tried to tone it back some and get back to the actual storytelling and wrestling
stuff.
And we've been pretty successful at that, so it's helped some. But I think that's, the injury rate is so high in our business because of that. We kept pushing the envelope and all that stuff. And eventually something's got to break. Unfortunately, it's your body, you know what I mean? But, when I was down there in Birmingham, Andrews does, like I said, everybody. He does a lot of football players and stuff. And he would always put wrestlers over. He's done a lot of guys in our business, too. And he would always put us over as just saying, like, I don't know how you guys do what you do. Because he said, you guys come in here 10 times more beat up than anybody from any other sport, but you're never complaining about it. He said, football players get 1/10 that injury, and they want to take a year off or whatever, and we our guys don't do that. It's just the way we're ingrained in the business.
Back out on the road, traveling more than any other sport. Yeah.
How much longer you think you're going to do it?
Well, with the movie out now,
we're going to seg into that because now you're becoming a big movie star.
Well, I wouldn't say big yet, but
you're getting there, bro.
I don't want to leave wrestling, and that's what I keep telling everybody is I still want top of my resume to say wrestler, and I still want to do this as long as I can. You only get wrestling's what I love, and you only get a brief window to do what you love doing, But the movie thing is picking up, and that's definitely an interest to me. And but I think that there's a way to do that and be able to do both. Go for 2-3 months, make a film, come back to wrestling for 6-10 months, whatever it takes, and then make the next one that comes along. But it's a great position to be in because I've got a gig that I love, so I can be really selective about what I do. I don't have to just take the next script that comes along. I can be really selective about what I do.
And The Rock doesn't wrestle anymore at all, right?
He really just comes in, a show here or there. If we're in his hometown or something, he wants to get some TV coverage.
Does his thing.
He just comes out and, runs his mouth or something like that, smacks somebody around and leaves, He'll probably be around soon. WrestleMania is coming up. He'll probably want to do that gig, so he'll start coming around soon or something like that. It's funny that as soon as WrestleMania comes, all the guys come out of the woodworks. Oh, hey, how you been?
That's the big show.
Yeah.
Mike on Long Island, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Talking to Triple H.
Yes, I know. Triple H, big, huge fan. Been a fan of you for a long time. Just admire of your work.
Thanks, man.
Sorry to see that you lost the title. Just want to tell you a little bit about the movie. I saw the movie. I thought you were awesome in it, man. Great acting debut.
Thank you.
Maybe you could tell the fans a little bit about it.
What was that?
Maybe you could tell the fans a little bit about it. Tell us what it's about.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, it's Well, it's the third in the Blade series, which
Love the Blade movies.
yeah, they're great. I was
Yeah.
a big fan of them too, which was I was thrilled when they came with me to me with this script. You know, it was just because I liked the first two so much. But this one's a bit different. Wesley Snipes is in it, still hunting the vampires, but there's another group that's with him called the Night Stalkers, which is Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds, and Parker Posey's also in it. And I play a vampire, and you know we're trying to end the human race, and Blade and the Night Stalkers are trying to save it, and that's the gist of it.
I saw a clip, I think it was Ryan Reynolds, that you picked up and just slam into the ground, and I was like, that could not possibly be him.
That was the only. I'll tell you what, he's a tough guy,
Yeah.
and he's a comedian and all that stuff. But he gained 20 pounds for that role, and the only thing he didn't do was that one slam. But
Yeah,
the
'cause
rest.
I looked and went, there's no way another human being that isn't trained for this.
Yeah, I did it to the stunt guy twice, and he was pretty fucked up.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the only thing Ryan didn't do. The rest of the time, I mean, I was throwing him. That room was just a concrete room. I must have thrown him across that room 20 times. I would see him at lunch in his trailer with ice bags all over him, laying against the thing, and he'd hobble out after lunch. He'd hobble back to the set, you know, and I'd be like, dude, you all right? You know.
He gained that much weight for the
fine.
role? Because I saw him on one of the movie posters, and I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, he trained for like 6 months. He was, I mean,
Really?
he was ripped. He looked awesome for the film, you know, and so did Jessica too. They both trained for like 6 months for the film, and they were both pretty jacked up.
You get to do any sword play?
No, you know, I didn't. There was supposed to be a scene with Wesley Snipes and myself where I had a big axe, and
Oh,
he had a
shit.
sword that we were
Wow,
supposed to
yeah.
fight with, but they ended up. There's a lot of issues with Wesley on the set. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they ended up changing the script a lot, and I ended up doing a lot more stuff with Ryan because of it.
Was he a little
Diva?
about having an axe swung at him?
No, the official statement is that Wesley was Blade the entire time that we were shooting.
Gotcha.
He was
So
really
licensed to be an asshole.
yeah. He
Is
was
what the Triple H wants to say.
no. I've come right out and said he was really cool to the 6'4", 270-pound wrestler that was looking at him. Really cool.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, he wasn't so cool to. You know, a lot of people had problems with him. The director had problems with him. A lot of people, you know, that he didn't get along with on set. He was fine to me. He was great with me. I had no problems with him at all.
Yeah, he's not going to screw with you, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Who the
Yeah,
hell's going to screw a Triple H?
Yeah, I think he just didn't know. You know, he just wasn't too sure of the situation. So better be safe than sorry. You know.
So everybody has to kind of refer to him as Blade on the set. He's like one of those method things. Some guys do that.
Yeah. No. You know what it was is by most of the time that I saw him, everybody was so hot at him, nobody referred to him at all.
Really?
Yeah, he really didn't talk to people much, and I mean, there was one. I mean, there was a lot of situations, but the things where people just wanted to talk to him, and he just said, "Save your breath." I mean, you know,
What an ass.
yeah, it was kind of stiff, you know, and but like I said, he was cool with me. He and I got along fine, but you know,
Yeah.
a lot of other people that I think you'll hear a lot about it. I think they just. You know, a lot of people didn't want to say too much about it till the movie came out, but I
Right.
think now people will talk a little more freely about it. You know?
Is that like your first real big movie? Or
That's my first movie. Yeah, I did a lot. I've done a lot of TV stuff, but this
Right.
is my first movie role. Yeah,
That's cool. Other offers coming in?
yeah. Right now, especially with the movie coming out, it did real well this week. It was the number 2, but it was the number 1 action film for the week, and it did real well. So they're, you know, a lot of things are coming in now. A lot of scripts, a lot of people calling.
Few wrestlers can make that transition. You know, The Rock obviously has
Yeah.
found his audience and niche. I think Roddy Piper was great in them.
And, yeah,
Remember that one?
They Live.
Oh, They Live.
They Live.
That
Yeah,
was it.
that was
right,
good.
Right,
yeah,
right.
very good.
Yeah, with the glasses. That was great.
I'm kind of looking for my Suburban Commando or Mr. Nanny vehicle.
Wow. That's funny.
You know, I'm looking for the next hot thing that goes direct to video, where no one buys it and says, "Okay, he's rotten."
I'm just going to hang the scripts on the wall and throw a dart at him, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking for the next thing. That's available.
So you're being careful.
Anybody can do a good one. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the chicks. Anybody can do a hot broad. It's the
There you
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
It's the real lemon, the real
it's-
bad, real piece of shit that's hard to wrap yourself around.
When you can stink the nation up in theaters worldwide, hey, now you've accomplished something, my friend.
Hey, what is up with Hulk Hogan these days? What's the latest on him?
You know, he's not wrestling anymore. What I heard, he's just kind of being the what would they call that? The pageant mom, and running his daughter around
His daughter's
the
hot,
country.
though.
Yeah,
She's really hot.
it's unbelievable. Right? She's like 14.
I
or
know.
something like
That's
that.
the
She'll
scary
take-
part about it. You see
That's
the
a little
pictures.
weird.
You see the pictures. You think she's like 18, 19, maybe 20.
She's
and
like she's
it's like,
35 and been divorced twice. Yeah.
then it says under the picture, no, she's 14 years old, but she's like 6 foot or something already.
Yeah.
And
I'd have her chained to the house with a shotgun next
Yeah,
to
right?
it with a string tied on it if somebody moved it and shot their head off, you know? Yeah, I mean, I think he's just kind of promoting her, and she's got an album out or something, and I know, like, I'll see every now and then that she's, like, singing the national anthem at some sports game or something like that, so I think he's just kind of
all right.
doing the promotion biz.
Let's say hi to Shane. Shane, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing this morning?
Good, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, Triple H.
Yeah.
Big fan. Question for you: you gonna add the new X-Pac and China porn to your DVD collection?
I might
Dude, that clit is the size of a little Connor arm.
I'll tell you how brave we are, Triple H. I know what he wanted to talk about. I didn't want to mention it to you live.
Yeah, no, I mean,
We were talking about the China video yesterday, by the way. And
have
it
you
was-
seen it?
No, but
Now we saw stills
we
from
got
it.
the stills, and I don't know. I mean, we've had China on the show a bunch of times. She's a really, really cool person, and I just feel kind of sorry for her in a way.
You know what? It's
We're talking about China made a porn tape with her. They don't go out anymore, right? X-Pac.
you know, what day is it? Because I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
It depends. You know,
One of those
I
relationships.
used to be friends with X-Pac,
I,
right?
I still am.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
they both have some demons in their lives. You know what I mean? And I've they've been off and on, but he's still a friend of mine. He called me 6 months ago or so, and I tried to help him out. Try to get him some help and get him going in the right direction. And whether that works out or not, I don't know. And whether they're back together or not, I don't know. I talk to him now and then, and it's one of those off and on things, and I don't really know much about it. But unfortunately, it's one of those things where, you know, it's somebody that could have had the world and just let it all fall away, and now is really, you know, I hate to throw stones because I don't know everything about their lives, but really just scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's sad. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I know.
That's what we were saying.
Sad as a person. I don't, you know, I mean, just I don't have anything to do with it anymore. But it's just sad to see anybody. I don't
No,
even if I didn't know them at all.
I was going to say,
to fall that far.
knowing where she was, and then you're looking at this. We were looking at this yesterday. It's like, wow, man.
Yeah,
What is
it's-
going on in her?
He was
in her
actually
head?
he was actually really pissed about it at first when the rumor first came out that she was going to do this. It was right in the middle when
So
I was
no one stole the
helping him
tape.
out.
They did this on their own. You think?
I believe, as far as I know, she sold it to the people that
Yeah,
did the
'cause-
Paris Hilton video.
Yeah, exactly. One night in China.
Yeah, and he was actually really pissed about it at first, and then in true guy fashion, he said, "Well, I know the tape she's talking about, and well, at least my hose looks big."
That's all guys care about.
Yeah, that's what he cared about. As long as if it's going out nationwide, as long as it was a good angle,
Yeah,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
As long
I'm okay with
as
it.
long as I wasn't filmed after getting out of the ocean,
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, it was
man.
a warm day. I had a good,
Right.
good fluff going on. and, you know,
What was the situation with China leaving WWE? Because I think there was actually some people talking the blame put on like you.
yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing is she and I were apart,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started seeing Steph, and that was an issue. But prior to
Which was a huge upgrade, by the way.
yeah,
We love Steph.
yeah, she's the best. She actually is. I mean, I love her to death. But she you know, she just it's one of those things that sometimes when the more success people get, and it just starts to become all about them, and you know, she got more and more miserable and more bitter. I used to say that to her all the time. When I met you, you were selling beepers, and you were the happiest person I knew. Now you've got everything you ever wanted, and you're miserable 24/7. You know, and it just she was at a time she was negotiating with Vince, and she just wanted so much stuff. I mean, I know the things that she wanted, and see, she had the benefit of knowing what I had in my deal. You know, there was only a couple of guys that had certain deals in the company, and she wanted that deal, but only better.
And you must
You
have
know.
been on fire. You were on fire at the time.
Yeah, I mean,
you,
I was.
you
Yeah, I mean,
renegotiated that
you know,
one.
it was me rocking Austin.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that
That
was
was
the
it.
deal, and you know, they just said to her, "That's absolutely ridiculous." You know, and she blew her own deal with Vince, and she can spin it any way she wants and try to blame it on anything she wants. She blew her own deal with Vince. They were more than willing to give her a hell of a contract, let her just work TVs, and push her in Hollywood. More than willing to do that, and she just. She just let the whole thing go away, and I think what she thought is, I don't need you. You know what I mean? I don't need you.